Meghan Markle's controversial exit from the Invictus Games, a protest that shook Vancouver. The Invictus Games, a celebration of resilience, triumph, and the indomitable spirit of wounded veterans. But this year, the Vancouver edition took an unexpected and deeply controversial turn. Meghan Markle's anticipated presence, meant to be a show of support, became the lightning rod for a sharp and unprecedented public backlash. What should have been a moment of unity and honor for veterans turned into a battlefield of divided opinions, public protests, and an online firestorm that forced Meghan to make a dramatic exit. So, what really happened? And why did the very presence of Meghan Markle ignite such fury? The backlash begins. Cheers turned to boos. From the moment the opening ceremony began, tension simmered beneath the surface. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry appeared on the big screen, perhaps expecting a warm reception, but what followed was a stark contrast to the adoration they once commanded. At first, there were cheers, but within moments, a different sound overtook the stadium. Boos. Loud. Unrelenting. And then, a banner was raised, clear and bold for all to see. This is about veterans, not celebrities. The message was undeniable. Many in attendance believed Meghan's presence was a distraction from what the Games were truly about. It wasn't just about her being there. It was about the perception that she was once again shifting the spotlight onto herself rather than the athletes who had fought, bled, and sacrificed for their nations. Social media explodes. Hashtag Meghan Markle protest trends worldwide. As footage of the crowd's reaction spread, social media erupted. Hashtags like hashtag Invictus Games and hashtag Meghan Markle protest quickly climbed the trending lists, with thousands weighing in. Some defended Meghan, calling the reaction cruel and undeserved. They argued that she had come to support her husband and the veterans, and that the backlash was fueled by an unfair media narrative that had hounded her for years. But the opposing view was far louder. One viral tweet summed up the frustration. These athletes have overcome war, injury, and trauma. They deserve a moment that is about them, not Meghan Markle's PR. Another scathing post read, "Everywhere she goes, it becomes about her. When will she learn that some things are bigger than the Sussex brand?" The backlash wasn't just online. Inside the Games, the tension was palpable. Veterans speak out. This shouldn't be about Meghan. Perhaps the most damning reaction came from the very people the Games were meant to honor, the veterans themselves. Many of them spoke off the record, unwilling to publicly criticize Prince Harry, the founder of the Games. But their frustration was undeniable. One veteran, speaking to an anonymous journalist, revealed, "We're here to celebrate the strength of those who have suffered unimaginable injuries. We don't need celebrity drama overshadowing that. Some of us have even considered withdrawing in silent protest." And then, the biggest question started circulating behind the scenes. Should Meghan leave? The internal debate. Should Meghan stay or go? Within hours, the controversy had reached the upper levels of the event's organizers. Private discussions were held. Would Meghan's presence continue to distract from the Games? Would it be better for her to leave, allowing the focus to shift back to the athletes? Inside sources described a tense and emotional conversation. Some argued that if Meghan left, it would be an admission of guilt, a surrender to online hate. Others insisted that the Games weren't about her and that removing herself was the best way to show respect to the athletes. And then, the decision came. Meghan's exit, a departure framed as respect. Late in the evening, Meghan made her move. In a carefully worded statement, she announced that she was stepping away from the Games out of respect for the athletes. She portrayed it as a selfless act, a decision made to ensure that the veterans received the full attention they deserved. But critics weren't buying it. One commentator remarked, "If she truly wanted to show respect, she wouldn't have made herself the story in the first place. The damage was already done." Prince Harry left to pick up the pieces. With Meghan gone, the spotlight fell on Prince Harry. How would he handle the backlash? Would he address the protests directly? Publicly, he remained composed, focusing his speeches on the athletes. But sources close to the prince suggest he was deeply shaken by the controversy. One insider shared, "Harry has dedicated years of his life to the Invictus Games. To see them overshadowed like this, especially by something involving his wife, was devastating for him." Would this controversy affect the future of the Invictus Games? Would it impact Prince Harry's role in the veteran community? The questions loomed large. The bigger picture, What this means for Meghan Markle's public image. This latest scandal is just another chapter in the polarizing public image of Meghan Markle. While she has cultivated a brand of empowerment, humanitarian work, and activism, there is a growing perception that her presence often brings division, rather than unity. Some analysts argue that her constant controversies are not accidental, but rather a carefully managed strategy to keep her name in the headlines. But others see it differently. At some point, one media expert said, she needs to ask herself, why does this keep happening? Why does every event she attends turn into a controversy? This latest backlash at the Invictus Games has reignited debates about her role in military-related events. Should she be involved in these spaces? Should she step back entirely? For now, one thing is certain. Meghan Markle's departure may have put out the fire at the Games, but the flames of controversy surrounding her will continue to burn for a long, long time.